Firstly, absolute pleasure to be here in Gibraltar. It's certainly unique with its challenges, but it's also got some terrific strengths. So one of the phrases that talking with the Commissioner and the Deputy Governor here has been this work feels more that it's repairing the roof while the sun's shining rather than when things are broken. But there's clearly some challenges, but equally there's some real strengths within the RGP.
What are the unique challenges posed by Gibraltar as a small territory?
Well, the size, it's quite remarkable, really. The pressure on space. There's so little elbow room for sort of community engagement and community activity. But I think the ingenuity of Gibraltarians and how efficiently the space is used, but it does present problems. I've been hearing about sort of antisocial behaviour, noise, the very fact that residences are sort of quite close together. But it's pleasing to see that the community policing angle of the Commissioner's work seeks to sort of tackle that. Hopefully before problems reach the point where the police are called for service or that a crime takes place.
Well, in addition to policing within Gibraltar itself, especially during the pandemic, we've seen a rise in cybercrime. So how can a relatively small force deal with the challenges posed by this much more elusive form of crime, which requires a great deal of technical know-how to tackle?
Certainly, and I think that just generally, modern crime it's often it's hidden crime, fraud, online sort of cyber attacks, and also online harassment. Very often it's behind doors, and you're right, it does take a higher degree of expertise than perhaps policing 10-20 years ago. Although it's encouraging to see the Commissioner and his team. There's an investment in digital forensics capability. There's planning for more training and more technical capability. But it is something policing is going to have to grasp the nettle with, because the challenge will only grow. It won't diminish in that sphere.
What can Gibraltar learn from the other overseas territories and vice versa about policing in small territories, perhaps sharing their experiences?
I think that the sharing is the key. UK policing through the National Police Chiefs Council and College of Policing is very forward-leading, very engaging. The Deputy Chief Constable Vanessa Jardine spoke at the Joint Ministry Council, at which the Minister was there representing Gibraltar. So we've got a very strong reference point from the UK, but that's about sharing expertise. There's pockets of best practice here in Gibraltar, some of the innovative pieces of work around community policing. We just talked about digital forensics, but also some of the more sort of complex things, women in policing, the challenge of diversity and inclusivity, and the sharing of that best practice. The Commissioner links into, there's the British Overseas Territory Council of Commissioners of Police. I'm hosting an event in the first week of December where the Commissioners will all get together and the 10 of them share their pieces of best practice and also the challenges that perhaps they're struggling to get ahead of, and then collectively with the UK's support I'm confident we'll get working solutions through those thorny sort of issues.